Hey, Busy Fit fam, this is Stephen Anderson and I'm your Busy Fit coach. Welcome to week 3, day 3 of your Busy Fit 2.0 Healthy Habits Coaching, and I am so glad that you're here. Now, think about this. Of all of the clothes that you have in your closet, you probably only wear about 20% of those clothes about 80% of the time. And if you think about all of the contacts you have in your phone, you probably only text or call 20% or less of them 80% of the time. Now, of course, I'm not going through your closet or going through your phone logs. It is simply a fact that this is a phenomenon that occurs throughout nature and throughout society in lots of different places. And it's called the Pareto principle. It's also known as the 80-20 rule. So why is this important? Well, chances are that you're spending 20% or less of your time doing the things that really make your life fuller, richer, and more enjoyable. And Busy Fit really isn't just about you looking fine in that dress or that three-piece suit and having a healthier body. Although we do want that, but it's also about living a life full of hope, faith, and love, and really just living a life of balance so that we can live in the way that God intended for us to live and get all of the fruits that come along with that. So here's my suggestion. Pray. Ask God for the wisdom, for your wisdom on how to walk more frequently in those things that enrich your life and less frequently in those things that cause you guilt and stress and other negative emotions. You are special. You are irreplaceable. Nobody can do in the earth what you were designed to do. And your friends need you. Your family needs you. Somebody you haven't met yet needs you. And you need you to really connect to that path and to find a way to keep moving forward. All right, as you know, yesterday I introduced your third Busy Fit habit, which is to eat to 80% full. Now, most people can easily understand why you don't want to get to 100% or to go beyond that. But we also need to understand why it's very important for you to get close to that 80% or even go slightly over it. One of the most frustrating things in weight loss is when people aren't eating very much, but they still seem to be gaining weight. And I can't even tell you how many clients I've seen this in. The good news is that they were with me, so they still haven't given up. But the bad news is that they had done some damage to their metabolism, which caused them to be gaining weight even though they weren't eating enough. So when your body does not get enough calories or nutrients, then it goes into survival mode. So that means it's going to slow down its calorie burning processes. Not only does it do that, but then it also looks for opportunities to really store more fat. Those two things work together. And not only does it do that, but it starts sending you urges through your brain, starts sending you urges to have sweets and carb-dense foods in order to help you store more fat. So this is one of the reasons why you really want to avoid those long-term juicing or low-calorie diets. Now, you will lose weight initially, probably for about 2, maybe even 3 weeks, but then your body starts catching on and then you hit a plateau. When you hit that plateau, your body is now saying that I don't think I'm going to get enough, and I'm going to send you these urges for these sweets, and I'm going to start really slowing your metabolism down. So we want to avoid that, and the way to avoid that is make sure that we're getting enough calories and enough nutrition. Now, next week, we're going to start on our food. We're actually going to start getting some content piece by piece so you can start knowing what to be putting on your plate. But for now, understand that you do need to get to that 80% full. You don't want to get short. It's actually better to get just a little bit over. Now we're on to our calls to action. Of course, you're reading your Busy Fit statements every single day, and you have your habit number 1, which is to get your water first thing in the morning. Your habit number 2, which is to get your practices in on eating slowly. Your habit number 3, which is to eat till 80% full. Also, make sure you're keeping an eye on your calendar. If you're coming up on your weekend or your prep day, make sure you have your setup day already set up. And if you have water on hand and you know where you're going to get it from, then that's great for your prep up and for your setup. All right, that's it. Make sure you're writing in your Busy Fit workbook anything that's really ringing true for you as you're listening to your Busy Fit coaching sessions. And tomorrow I'm going to share with you a tactic on how we're going to really attack this 80% full the Busy Fit way. And until then, persist. I will persist until I succeed. I'll never give up. Click the link below to learn more about the 80-20 rule, and I'll see you on tomorrow.